well,
Nice.
like that, but you want to,
good.
you know, that was the point.
For fun. No, I'm just kidding. No. A couple years ago, Will Smith said this was his favorite city ever. After that, I decided I wanted to go to it, and this was at a time when I never thought it would be possible. I was working, living a job that required me to come into work, and I was almost done my 20s, and I figured I'd be there my whole life, but maybe I could visit one day somehow. And yet, a couple years later, here I am. South Beach, Miami. You can see all the palm trees, the apartment buildings, and yeah, and that massive run group. It is definitely interesting place to be. Too soon to make any judgments about the city, but I think we're off to a decent start.
Okay, remember, bear hug the buck. No, no hands.
Like
No
bear,
hands.
like this.
But no hands. Using your knees, yeah. Keep that. Keep the momentum. Nice.
The sheer amount of runners here is just unfathomable. I haven't seen this anywhere. New York, Charlotte, Nashville, Raleigh. I guess it's because it's warm here, so people actually come out. This shopping center just gives me such a good vibe. There's a movie theater there. There's other stuff there. There's a Casper. There's some stores, restaurants. I feel like if I lived nearby, I could just go to a movie theater. It wouldn't be crowded or a hassle. I don't know. It's just a pleasant feeling because I remember like back when I was in Silver Spring, like that place had a lot of really crowded movie theaters that were kind of dingy and it was cluttered, and it had a similar look to this, but it was much more crowded and not as good. Here it's like very spacious, and yet there's a lot of people to meet, but also it's not as much of a hassle, if that makes sense. It's another day in Miami, and I drove 30 minutes to South Beach. This is a shopping center, and I'm here because I'm here for a running club. You can kind of see it back there. And yeah, I'm kind of touristed out at this point, but this is a pretty cool shopping center. It just has a bunch of like stores like Apple and Nike. So yeah, here I am. This is actually on an island, and I'm not gonna lie, the traffic wasn't great, but it wasn't terrible. And I did find parking, but barely. So we'll see how it goes. So I'm currently at University of Miami for a salsa class. It's a beautiful campus, and when I drove here, like many places, I have no idea how it's gonna look. I don't know how sketchy it's gonna be. And it's actually a beautiful campus. The drive here was about 20 minutes, so not short, but it was doable. Traffic wasn't bad. And yes, I do have to pay for parking here. Everywhere, basically, you have to pay for parking, but at least here it's not that expensive compared to the city. It's like $3 an hour versus 5 or 6 or sometimes 7. So yeah, just like yesterday, sometimes it's a bit scary commuting to an event, but once you get to the event and you realize, okay, it looks kind of safe, then you're good to go. I mean, check out this hallway.